Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good Friday evening. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Adam Wolf, and this is Final Fantasy XIV Fridays. Thank you all for joining me this evening. It was a rough evening again at bowling. I didn't do well. I gotta figure something out to finish off the season strong. To thou. I know you know that's wrong. I know you know that's the wrong old word. Why is that strangely low for some reason? I didn't... Oh, I forgot to turn on the light. That's better. It'll help keep me awake. Okay. If you remember the last time, we took a nice little screenshot here. How are we doing, Huffman? Usually you're tired by now, aren't you? Right. Is this audio down? Oh, yeah, it is. I think we had it there, though, didn't we? Because the game was just too loud. Is the game good? Because I didn't change it last time. It was there the last time, so I'm assuming I put it down to 50 because it was extremely loud like a little while ago. Also, oh man, little chilly tonight, but it's actually not too bad. Not worse last night. Last night was pretty cold. I woke up nice and comfortable in my bed, and then I realized, oh, it's not the weekend yet. Me into slumber the eve of 5.3. Yeah, what part did you want to, like, you say you wanted to help me on or something? Okay. Alright, good. Oh, let me pull up the, main scenario quest. List. Okay, so I don't remember which one we ended on. I think it was Faded Memories, but I could be wrong. We're gonna find out. The trial. Okay, so that's... in a few. The Seed of Sacrifice, yeah. That's in a few quests. Okay. Alright, so we're going to talk to Thancred. Oh, we're on Faded Memories. Okay, good. Right then, while the Exarch literally pours his own sweat and blood into his allotted task, it seems only fair that we attend to our own. Dealing with Elidibus and his minions. Just so. And there is one other matter. In light of our deteriorating health, Y'shtola should not be left alone at Aniter. Might I trouble you to visit her, Valtimont? See that all is well. I would go myself, but I think she might be safer in the hands of one less prone to collapsing. Yeah, that's true. You can count on me. My thanks. You may leave the Ashians to us. Once they are out of the way, we will retire to Yulmore, and when Y'shtola has finished plumbing the depths, I'd like the two of you to join us there. If you are bound for Aniter, I suggest you go via Venmont Yards. Our friends will be glad to provide a boat for you. Let us be on our way then. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Wait. I have a gift for you from Tataru. This new gear looks so good. From Tataru, you say? Whatever could it be? Archon loaf, thou sayest. Why, even to hear the name doth transport me to times long past. Bread from another world? May I try some? Mayest thou, child? Thou must. That said, though I personally disagree with the consensus, I do nonetheless advise thee to temper thine expectations. Wiser words have never been uttered. 'Cause eat's bad. Though it rarely darkened our dining table at home, I can attest that it was standard fare at the stadium. Indeed, a slice was never far from our peers' hands. Alphino, you really are an unbearable snob sometimes. Do you know that? That was rude. What I believe my colleagues are trying to say is that we appreciate the gesture. Tell Tataru we'll do our best to return before she's forced to seek further supplementary employment. She could probably just go into baking. Really bad bread. Right, let's really be off now. We can find a drink to wash down the bread on the way. Alphino, don't let her get to you. It's your sister. Just slap her across the face or something. Oh, jeez, damn it, Huffman. You do this every time. I come out of a cutscene and you're just dead on the floor. And no less in the same area, too. Go figure that. Oh my god, you're a dick. All right. Oh my god. All right, where are we going? Going to right. No, don't. I was hoping to disappear before they hit me. You're such a dick. Oh. Right, I remember this spot. Oh ho, if it ain't the Warrior of Darkness himself, what brings you to these parts? Oh, the fair winds. The dark, looming glow of Yulemore in the distance. Heading out to sea, eh? But of course we'd be happy to help. Just say the word and I'll ready a boat. I don't think it's pronounced Anider, I think. It's probably Anider or something like that.
Excellent. I had intended to speak with you alone. None of my doing, lest you misunderstand. The link between her body and soul wavers. I know not what you hoped to find here, but it will avail you naught to learn of our past. It fades. Fades away into oblivion. Does the world no longer have need of me? No. I am Elidibus, and I will fulfill my duty. Sundered though you may be, you fought for the world's salvation. For hope. Hope. Ah, it swells within me, empowers me. Now I may carry out my mission. And yet, why do I yearn for this? Why do I struggle so? I shall take her into my safekeeping. If you want her back, you will do as I ask. Show me your strength. I would take your measure. I have prepared a suitable arena. You need but ride the flow of ether.
That son of a bitch. Well, if it doesn't level cap me, I'm gonna dunk on whatever the hell he's got planned here. Yeah, I thought so. Alright. I think I'll still dunk on it, though. Okay. Fine. If I have to prove myself, which is stupid. Here's a cut. It's not a voice cutscene. Proceed to the capital. I shall return your comrade to you there. Yeah, I missed that first line. Enough of this! You speak as if you were disappointed in me. Why? I am your enemy and you mine. Our goals are in conflict and we are fated to clash. Or had you hoped that feigned sympathy and false understanding would cast your crimes in a less reprehensible light? That I would come to look upon you as a friend? You who have slaughtered my people, you would tear down everything we have built. You do not deny it, then? Very well. Let us change the cast of this trial. You will know what you have stolen from us. Okay. Why is he always walking so slowly? There's no way he made it over there that slowly, walking that slowly. But do not imagine I crave remorse, only justice. That song playing in the background is, like, haunting. Okay. Forward, hero. We shall see how strong you have become. Okay. You're gonna regret it. Let us begin. Rest assured there are no tricks. You need but defeat the enemies before you. Simple enough. First, something easy, those whom a budding hero might encounter at the beginning of his tale. And I believe I have the perfect subjects. It's not those. Ah, he turned them into my friends. I see. Bit overkill, I'm sure. All too easy, I see. But at least you now understand the rules. Thus will we make our way to the capital. That was in poor taste, even for you. That appearances should unsettle you so. I was under the impression you simply destroyed all who barred your way. Sparing nary a thought to the possibility that your foe could be someone's beloved. But come, we shouldn't dwell on the beginning when so much of your story awaits. Man. Oh, come on. You're gonna throw Minfilia in front of me? That's rude. That's rude. That's rude. Every tale requires villains. Defeat them and claim your place as a hero. Opposed to a friend and I co-tanking for you. Oh, I didn't see that. Yeah, no, that's fine. These guys literally aren't doing anything to me. Probably don't even need to cast my summons, to be honest. Doesn't mean they get a freebie. Well done, champion of Eorzea. Well done. Onward, then, over the bloodied bodies of the fallen. Alright. I'm gonna be right back. Give me a minute. Alright. Dude, that song playing in the background is just haunting. You tasted many sweet triumphs, yes, but so too did you taste bitter tragedy. Who could forget the Crystal Braves, that idealistic, pathetic dream born from a malformed creature? How dare you? Oh, wrong button. Oh, I guess I'll just do this. Screw it. Whatever, it's taking a while. That ability kind of sucks, I'm not gonna lie. Tried Disaster is really not that good, but it's the only AoE I have, so... With such ease, yet again, you did always grow stronger with every battle. Yes, because I leveled up. Idiot. Yeah, I mean, I didn't remember the name, but I know what it's from. It seems it will take more than those monsters to leave an impression upon you, or mayhap you simply fail to understand my meaning. Not that it matters. No, I have dealt with countless heroes, and always it ends the same way. No amount of reasoning will bridge our differences, will result in happiness for all. Whatever your reasons may be, I cannot be bound by them. I can but put faith in my own beliefs and fight for them with all my being. You're wrong. We can always strive for understanding, for compromise. How very naive. If you are willing to compromise on your beliefs, you all but admit that they are flawed. And I assure you I have no intention of compromising on mine. Come what may, I will fulfill my mission as Elidibus. We'll see about that. But enough talk. It is not your assertions that I wish to know, but your strength. Falsely accused of regicide, you fled for the snow-swept fields of Kurthus. Been following me, have you? Had you and the Scions met your demise that day in the Sultanate, La Brea might have been spared his. But not only did you stubbornly live, you hurled yourself into the thick of the Dragon Song War. Is that it? Okay. Just gotta go this way then. Unless it's... I don't see the stream down there, so... Swept along by the tides of events, you pursued and slew those who sought to stop the unending conflict. Just as you were bid. Ooh. Or was it the thirst for vengeance that drove you? Oh, good. This is totally fair, guys, by the way. But just so you know, you will not live to see another day. I trust you are beginning to limber up. Do keep up the fine form. Looks like my internet connection is being a bit wavy tonight. Around heroes, people are wont to flock. People who harbor all manners of motives, each baser than the last. Come, let the curtains rise on the grand melee. No more than they deserve. In the end, their hands of friendship was tainted with personal desire. So, I've been watching a recap of, like, all the expansions. You know what comes next? You put an end to the Dragon Song War. And I obviously with the explanation that I was watching, it makes sense in that particular, you know, circumstance. Oh, here we go. Oh, okay. Didn't know you could be in... Just go around in a circle. Can't touch me. And it seems to me that when it comes to each expansion, it's kind of its own self-contained story. Yes, there's the overall encompassing story, and as simple as that, 1,000-Year War is brought to its conclusion. But every end marks a new beginning, and for heroes such as you, there is only ever conflict. I mean, I wouldn't say that, but, you know, whatever. Whatever floats your boat there, guy. Elidibee. That's based on my understanding of what was being said. Like, basically, A Realm Reborn was its own thing. And, of course, you know, enemies and people carry over from previous expansions. But it does seem as though there's definitely self-contained stories within each expansion. So, there's really... I guess there is an overall arcing story that encompasses all these expansions, but each one is its own kind of event. And I think that's fine. You know, each expansion, I mean, we're talking like hundreds of hours of content. So it's like, you know, they have a lot of story to tell. Clearly, it's taking me a while. But I found it fascinating just because, like, even though I'm going to have to watch those explanations over and over and over again to really try and remember what's in each one. But I don't think we're meant to actually remember all the way back to A Realm Reborn. Well, what happened then, and what happened in Heavensward, and then what happened in Stormblood. It's just, in order to remember, like, you know, up to this point, what's going on. Because none of those stories actually matter when it comes to Shadowbringers. Because Shadowbringers is its own story. So, it says my superpower. But yeah, you have a weird superpower. My memory is terrible. So, trying to remember all the way back to A Realm Reborn, I just know I really liked Heavensward because of the Dragon Song War and everything encompassing all of that. But do I remember the specifics? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I just know it was a really good expansion. But it was very interesting to actually watch it's the guy on YouTube called Comic Storian. And he does an excellent job, you know, very he does it in a very dramatic way. And he makes it digestible. He makes it understandable. You know, he takes the whole the whole story and just brings it down to like a 10-minute video of just explaining the bits that matter, like the story itself. And he goes into post-patch stuff, which post-patch stuff is, well, they're their own stories. And now that Final Fantasy XIV is on the lineup here every Friday, when we do get to the new expansion, I'll actually be able to experience the patches as they come out, which is awesome. I find that so awesome that I'm going to be able to do that. So, finally, after all these years, I've never been able to do that. How are you enjoying the walk down memory lane? I dare say there will have been a few individuals for whom you harbor deep feelings, whose passing caused your keenest grief. Caused you. That is what our people are to us. An irreplaceable existence that can ill be lost. I will save them, for they are my... Ooh. I could be a dick here, and I really want to, because he's really screwing everything up. This is kind of a weird situation with Elidibus, because it's like, he's trying to tell us that we've been murdering people for this whole time. We've been doing the wrong thing, even when we feel like we're doing the right thing, and we think he's doing the wrong thing. So it's like, do I kind of try and believe, sort of, his alleged lies? I want to know what he has to say. Never mind. We are not here to talk. Let us return to the task at hand. Emperor Solus had kindled an insatiable flame. Garlemald was its name, and it raged across the land, consuming all in its path. Following the trail of ash, you set forth for Alamigo and Doma into a storm of blood. Hey, Stormblood. He said the thing. Again you fought, and again you grew stronger, so strong that we could no longer control you. Yours is an unnatural beastly strength, and we shall lay it bare. In order to gain a foothold in the liberation effort, you journeyed to far eastern plains. There you encountered the land's greatest warriors and sought to win them over to your cause. We'll do this. I keep hitting the wrong button. I don't know why. The strong are drawn to the strong. Thus did you gather new allies to your banner. Yet, where ardent souls gather, so too do fires burn. In this way, you did consign those around you to the flames. Burn them all, hero. Reduce them to nothingness like the ephemeral morning dew they are. Ooh. That's interesting. You did not hesitate, or perhaps you could not. No matter, let us turn our attention to the finale. Well, he's getting off on this, isn't he? Yes. Here we shall have a test between fellow beasts. It's only fitting, would you not agree? Oh, look who it is. It's Xenos, the guy I love to kill. When I fought you in this flesh, 'twas I who triumphed. Will you turn the tables this time? Maybe. Ow. Yeah, could you stop? Is that all? I know that's not his voice, but whatever. My creation appears to have lost its form. It is no easy thing to see through the eyes of a beast such as him. In any event, there is only so much to be learned by taking your measure this way. Let us try something different. Come, we continue this within. An impressive show of strength, but surely no more than a foretaste of that which Emmett Selk's conqueror is capable. Such might requires a fairer measure, to compare like with like, yes? I shall just have to test you myself. 10 minutes remain to complete Faded Memories. Excuse me, this is timed? Come on, Valtamont, show me what you can do. I mean, like, there's a lot to read, so... Anytime now. We're on a time limit, apparently. Good, good. I sense your murderous intent. Oh my god, he's like Emperor Palpatine. Good, good. If so, prove that it is no use to me. Prove that I can't best you with it. Oh, I see. Be nice if I could kill him here, but that's not gonna happen. The hell is that? Jeez, dude. This guy's got issues. Funniest part is that I can heal faster than he can actually do damage to me, because every time he stops doing damage, he's basically just giving me free health. Oh, he's doing 5 this time. I don't know why I stopped hitting him. That was dumb. Okay. Go to the very edge, I suppose. Okay. Well. Ow. I could just do this. Okay, apparently bringing in Phoenix actually gave me some health back. I think. I don't know. Dude, he is bonkers. He's way worse than Xenos. Alright, well, I took some damage there, but that's okay. I have my answer. Yes, well, it was 10. Oh, it was only timed at that point. Okay, I get it.
You have grown stronger since last we fought. The result of your trials in the first, no doubt.
Have you finished?
I knew it was her the moment she spoke. I know her voice.
My apologies. I freed myself as soon as I awoke, but rather too late, I see. Now, Elidibus, if you have ceased trading blows, I would trade words with you. I have a theory, you see. One concerning that which you seek to accomplish. It stems from who, or rather what, you truly are. A primal.
Didn't see that coming.
The ancients created Zodiac to deliver the star from destruction. If the magic that brought him forth is the precursor of what we know as summoning, then Zodiac would have been instilled with a presiding desire. I found it among the records at Anida, and it came as no surprise. Were I faced with the world's destruction, I too would wish for the same. Salvation. I know that you sacrificed yourself to become Zodiac's heart. How you came to be separated from him is less clear. But if you are a fragment of his being, it stands to reason a desire for the world's salvation would drive you. And thus did you seek to inspire the masses to rise up as warriors of light, going so far as to use Ardbert as a symbol of hope.
Correct on all counts. Such is my nature, and such are my methods. I have aided heroes. I have made them. I have even become them. This served not only to strengthen me, but also to facilitate the work of my brothers, such as Emmett Selk, with his penchant for nation building.
Then you will be all too familiar with the fickleness of mankind. We change, we forget, and what little we do remember becomes twisted and fragmented over time. For which reason, you deem us unfit to carry on your legacy. But are you, yourself, free of these foibles? As the last witness of the final days, do you remember everything that was lost? Or even the things you cared about?
Get to the point.
A primal is shaped by the hope that fuels it. Even should this hope be something as simple as the world's salvation, it is the collective desire of innumerable disparate souls crying out for deliverance. Having drawn your strength from such a cacophony of voices, can you truly be sure you still speak with your own?
Got him.
Your question is irrelevant. No matter how much I should change, no matter how much I should forget, I shall ever remember my duty. At times I stand with my brethren. At times I stand against them. All that I might steer mankind and the very star upon their true course. For Elidibus is my name and my mission, guiding my every deed. But enough talk. You have shown me sufficient proof of your might. As I am now, I would struggle to defeat you. Yet I have still to play all of my cards. If I could offer you some semblance of sport, your lessers would pose no threat to me. Would you not agree, warrior of darkness?
Dude is a complete asshat. Y'shtola. I am sorry. It has been an eventful morning, if indeed it is morning. I have no idea how long I was unconscious. Regardless, I am gratified to see that my efforts at Anadir have borne fruit. We have confirmed the nature of our foe and his plot. Now then, what news from the surface? So, Elidibus is a primal. Interesting. Also, that's a good way to put it, Huff. You're right. It is a lose-lose situation for both parties. It's like one of them has to win, and unfortunately, that means the death of an entire world or universe in this case, I suppose, which is a bit unfortunate. I see. Then let us make for Yulmore at once. We have much to share with our comrades. Elidibus' parting threat, not least of all. Ah, but forgive me. It would seem my belongings did not accompany me here. I will need to retrieve them from Anadir. With luck, the ethereal stream you traversed still lingers. I won't be long. Ba 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 bum ba. So that should be a... no, there's a dungeon that would be opening soon. A peculiar crystal, yes. If I do say so myself. Alright. So, Etched in the Stars, that's one more before the dungeon. A peculiar crystal lies on the floor. Upon its surface, an array of lights twinkle like a tiny constellation of stars. A day forth, bring honor to the seat of... The distorted voice of an ancient rings out in your mind. A moment preserved in the crystal, it would seem. You notice something else glinting up ahead. Oh. I accidentally muted there. You find 3 more crystals lying on the floor. Though they differ in color and decoration, each is identical in shape. What I said was, I hope we can get to the trial tonight, but I'm not sure. We only have an hour left, so... you focus on the crystals and find that the words they hold ring clearer than before. Behold, my friends. Embraced by the earth and caressed by the wind, vibrant life flourishes. All is right in creation. There can be no greater joy than to use our wisdom for the good of our people, no greater pride. May all know happiness now and forevermore. There do not appear to be any more crystals in the hall. Perhaps it would be wise to continue the search outside. Oh, still the cutscene, but whatever. Keep forgetting that it fades to the cutscene source. And now it goes back. The way that they choose what is a cutscene and what isn't is so strange to me sometimes. Your instincts serve you true, and you discover another 2 crystals. As you reach out with your consciousness, new voices begin to echo in your mind. The heavens are ablaze and the land rent asunder. What will become of the world? Is life itself to be denied? Come what may, we must not surrender to despair. If we but hold fast to hope, we may yet find a path to salvation. The voices tell an incomplete tale. Might more remain to be found? I'm just not going to go back to the camera scene yet. I'm just going to move forward because it's just going to be another cutscene. I'm going to be swapping and swapping and swapping. I'm not doing that. You soon discover 2 more crystals. Rather too soon, in fact, as if someone wanted you to find them. Everything burns, crumbles, decays. I hear the lamentations of my brethren, and soon there will be only silence. We will deliver our star from its doom, this we swear, so please dry your tears. Whatever awaits at the end of your search, it is plain you have yet to find it. Gee, I wonder if Elidibus is putting these down on the ground. Sure enough, your persistence is swiftly rewarded, this time with 3 crystals. The time is come. We shall rewrite the laws of creation, and we shall save our star. From this life, our Savior born, may I be worthy of the honor. I feel my soul turning, slowly but irrevocably, and the power I wield begins to seem terrible. But this is right. It is right. The tale of the crystals weave seems to near its end, but it isn't over yet. With almost melancholy inevitability, the 12th crystal soon reveals itself to your questing eye. Though salvation is ours, it came at great sacrifice. All that remains is to pray. To pray that we will one day meet again beneath a blue sky. Judging by its testimony, it would seem the voice was recorded in the wake of the final days. As you scan the area, another glint catches your eye. How do you say that? Hythlodius. Yeah. Hythlodius. Oh, so Hythlodius. Hythlodius? Or Hythlodius?
I was wondering where you'd disappeared to. Is something troubling you? No? Very well. I have everything. Let's hurry back to the surface.
Whew. So, Elidibus really is acting out of selfishness, because apparently maybe he's even forgotten what his reason for doing what he's doing is. But did we just become a member of the convocation or something? Like, did he just give us a seat? Is that what all that was about? Ah, fresh air at long last. I would celebrate my return to dry land with a pot of tea, had we the luxury of time. But we must be prepared for Elidibus. Given what we know, it is plain he will not be deterred from his course, and nor would I were I him. Not if it meant forsaking everything I loved. That said, I have not forgotten how Emmett Selk sought to find common ground with us for all our misgivings. Ultimately, our differences were not to be bridged, of course, but one must always try. Emmett Selk understood this, and if his gesture resonated with you, perhaps you might consider reaching out to his brethren. Though it may all be for naught, you of all people know that there is no such thing as a foregone conclusion. Well, that's why you're here, to explain it. Yeah. Because I'm curious about these star crystals. The way he was explaining it, I thought he basically just said, hey, you know, we had a seat open, so here's a crystal that the last guy didn't earn, so you can have it. And like we call upon its power at some point or something. Alright, the converging light. This is where we get... Alright, so this is where we get the dungeon unlocked. Right, no more musing. We have taken far too long as it is. Our friends await us in Yulmore, yes? Let us hurry and join them. Well then, shut up. Like, I read everything he said, but understanding it is a whole different story. It appears we are fashionably late. Come, our tale will not wait.
Forgive us our lateness. Master Chai, my congratulations on your appointment. By all accounts, you are a capable mayor.
Oh, I have capable friends, my lady. I must say, it's good to see you looking hale and whole again.
The credit for that lies with my own capable friend, without whom I might never have escaped my abductor.
A primal? I suppose that would explain why Elidibus has been fostering faith in the Warrior of Light. While you were enjoying your audience with the Wandering Heart of Zodiac, we were busy dispatching the last of the Black Master Ascians, a task which proved almost insultingly easy. Formidable though we undoubtedly are, they were obviously sent to provide encouragement for budding heroes. One cannot help but wonder how many times the ploy has been used before.
Master Chai, you mentioned that the people of Calusia are similarly enamored of the Warrior of Light.
Indeed, though it's hardly surprising given the state of the world. Many are still struggling to find a purpose, and it's only natural that they should take comfort in the tales.
Then the fever has spread to every corner of Norvrant. We may have dealt with his black-masked minions, but it is plain Elidibus has yet to show his hand.
Oh my! What a spectacular sky!
Another star shower. Wait, is that... Amaranth?
Did you hear that? That voice calling out?
No, I didn't hear anything, but... Why do I feel so... like I've lost something dear to me?
Does Elidibus seek to awaken more people to the Echo with clearer visions of the final days?
And who might you be?
Whoever they are, they've come for our heads! No, you don't! Ha!
They are not of flesh and blood.
I know this magic. The rings are like unto those that the Exarch did employ in our summoning.
Are you saying the Exarch is summoning them?
Nay, yet the similarity can be no mere coincidence.
Should we make a stand here, or retreat to the Crystarium?
The ether churns around us. More of them will appear ere long. To stay would only place innocents in harm's way. We must fight this battle elsewhere.
Wait! Take one of our airships. You can decide what to do on your flight to the Crystarium.
You are a capable leader in your own right, Master Chai. The citizens of Yulmore chose well.
It's settled then. To the airship!
Okay, that was interesting. All right, so now we can do that duty. We got plenty of time. Hopefully we can find a group. I know I can go in with NPCs, but I'd rather go in with a group. About 9 minutes. It's interesting that whoever was bringing those in might have been Elidibus. He used the old Warriors of Darkness group. Okay, so I already read this, but I'm going to read it anyway. So for Elidibus, it's not selfishness. He has been single-mindedly trudging along in his duty for so long that he doesn't even remember why or even really what anymore. He only knows it was entrusted to him. Oh, so he's just blindly believing in his own rhetoric. Interesting. He's just blindly going where he feels he needs to go to do whatever it is he needs to do. Well, that makes him a madman. Or a very, very dangerous zealot, I suppose. So, while we wait for a dungeon group, I saw that people are like, basically the mission is all he has left in hopes, and the hopes of this world. The hope of his world. Yeah, that's kind of sad, actually. That kind of makes you pity him a little bit. Found out today that apparently people who are working at Rockstar are not okay, for whatever reason, with the mandatory return to the offices. I don't understand. And apparently they're trying to fight it so they can sit at home on their asses. And it's like, it's not like they're not doing work, obviously, but I find it stupid and extremely annoying that these people are crying about the fact that they have to actually like go back to work in an office, given that that would just make everything a lot easier for them to finish up, you know, for them to finish their work. And it's just, I'm so sick of hearing about it. Ooh, they have a mandatory return to office, and I don't want to, and oh, there's going to be this awful thing of crunch and blah, 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 blah. I'm sick of hearing about crunch. People need to stop being a bunch of pussies and just deal with it. I literally did it myself, and it was the best time of my life. I worked 80 hours a week towards the end of that project. That is the most money I've ever made in a week. And it was sick. I loved it. Was it tough? Yes. I went into the overnight shift. And while it was nice and peaceful in the office, it was tough because it was like, well, we had to get stuff finished up in time for the deadline. That's what happens. Why do they think newspapers had deadlines? Why do people think deadlines exist? So that things can be done in a reasonable amount of time and money. And if it can't be done in a reasonable amount of time and money, then people get fired. The companies that run the show are not willing to spend more than they have to, so that way they can maximize their profits. That means that the people working on the projects need to get their asses in gear. stop complaining about working in the industry. And I watched Melanie Mack talk about this earlier today, and I'm with her on this. I'm like, what happened to people and their passion for making video games? I thought that was the point. Like, people are really excited. These are people that are working for Rockstar, the company that you want to work for, that I should think anybody would want to work for. It's just, it's mind-boggling to me that they would even complain about something like this. I don't agree with it. Like, do your job and shut up. Or find another job. It's just, like, that's the thing. People forget they have the luxury of just finding another job. If you don't like it, tough it out until you find another position, then you can leave. You know? Find another job. Just do it the right way. Work at this job for as long as you can while you look for another job. When you land an interview for another job, then you quit and you go to the next job. People just, like, they think they're stuck. They think they have a gun to their head. And it's like, would you, and my counterpoint is to that, Huffman, would you rather be laid off or actively find yourself another job? I just don't agree with these people's complaints or their attitudes. It's a pathetic attitude. After it, as is the case this year, in these 2 months, more people have been laid off in the industry than all of last year. I know that, but there's no guarantee. There's never been a guarantee. Like, when I did the QA, I knew that my contract was 9 months. So for 9 months, I got to experience real testing, real QA testing. And I loved it. Every minute I was there, whether it was morning shift, night shift, doesn't matter. It was awesome. And no, to be fair, back then Activision was a lot better. They at least treated us well. But you know, I lost my train of thought. Anyway. But I knew that it was a 9-month contract. So what did I do? I tried to find any reason to stay on, to help them or whatever, to see if I could, extend my time there so that it would give me enough time to maybe find a way into the industry further. Unfortunately, it didn't pan out and I got let go, but that was the nature of the beast. They're like garbage just so some rich cunts get to keep their bonus, and the retarded shareholders get to make more money than God. Well, that's the I agree that it's a problem that a lot of these companies just set out to appease shareholders. That's fine. That I can agree with, but at the same time, people and their attitudes towards having jobs is why these companies are just throwing them aside, because they voice their concerns, that's fine, but you have a problem going back to the office? How is that a concern? There's no difference going back to the office or staying at home if you're just going to get let go either way from the project. What's the difference? If you know it's going to end for you at the end of it, then who cares where you are when it happens? At least at the office, things can be done face to face, where your work can coincide with the developer. Like, say, QA can go down the hall and talk to the devs, or whatever the case may be. I don't know how big Rockstar is, but, with Vicarious Visions, that was how it was. The developers were down the hall from me, and, I would do my work, and then we'd go and we'd get their work from them, but it was all in a self-contained, network. You work from home, the risk of stuff leaking is even greater. And I'm sure Rockstar just wants to contain that, given that they've had leaks. I'm not saying it won't happen, but it's less likely to happen when everybody is in one place and they can monitor that shit. I guarantee you that's a large part as to why they want people to come back to the office, so they can contain the leaks, potential future leaks, because they're getting that close to finishing the game. They don't want anything coming out. But, you know, for to help the people that really need it, probably not going to get groped by another Kotick at home. Okay, but he's not. This isn't Bobby Kotick. I know you mean like a Kotick-like guy, but I don't think Rockstar had those problems. I don't know. I didn't hear about Rockstar having sexual harassment claims, allegations, or get micromanaged by some idiot that doesn't have a damn clue what you're doing and then gets scapegoated when it doesn't turn out how they wanted. Look, Rockstar right now is the best in the business for a reason. And if you go for a job with them, you should know what you're getting into. It's Rockstar. They are perfectionists. That's just the way it is. They've always been that way. And right now, they're the last, like, great AAA developer. Like, let's be honest. They have produced the game of all time. And, you know, and then they came out with Red Dead 2, and it was just another banger. They rarely miss. And for somebody to go in as a bright-eyed and bushy-tailed developer, one, no doubt they already know who Rockstar is. Two, they should already know the level of perfection that Rockstar demands as a developer there. And three, they should expect to be asked of, you know, to perform that type of perfection. They need to expect that. And if you go in not expecting any of this, then you're in the wrong industry. I'm sorry, I don't have a problem with crunch. I don't. I did it. I may not have a family or whatever, but like, if your wife knows what you do, she should understand. You're working on a project. It's not like people don't get days off. You know what I mean? But it's just this constant nagging from people in the industry like, oh, I'm being treated this way, I'm being treated that way. Then leave. It's not out of your power to do so. They feel like they have a gun to their head or they're being held captive at these companies. You know what? We just lost a guy at my job. He just walked out. He's just like, I quit. Because, you know, he had asked for a day off, like, well in advance. And then he recently decided to just put in his 2 weeks. And that day off happened to land on the 2 weeks that he, you know, put in. So he figured it was just a day. It wasn't like a, you know, full, you know, week or 2 weeks off or anything like that. But it was just a single day that he wanted to take off. And because it coincided with his 2 week departure, the company said no. And he couldn't take it off. And so that was the last straw for him. And he, instead of taking his 2 weeks, he just quit. Now, it burned the bridge that he had with us. But the bottom line is that he knew he wasn't being held hostage, so he just left. It sucks, but at the end of the day, people have choice. You make your choice. You know, you either stick with the company or hell, go indie like everybody else is doing, because that is the lucrative option right now. You know, people don't want to be under publishers and major developers. They want to do their own thing. Well, then do your own thing. But understand that no matter where you go, no matter what industry you're in, sacrifices need to be made. You need to sacrifice either your time, your energy, or both. I mean, it's just nothing is in this life is easy. Nothing good in this life is easy. That's the thing that I don't understand. People don't seem to want to work for a living, and that's my problem with it. Nothing worth in this life is easy to obtain. But if you really want it enough and you want to be a part of that project, you want to see your name in the credits, then you better work to earn that spot. And again, this is all based on the fact that I'm not sure if Rockstar's been accused of sexual harassment, all this other crap. I'm sick of that shit too, to be honest. Like, enough with the accusations, the allegations, or whatever. Unless you can prove it, shut the fuck up. I'm sick of hearing about it. Because that's all this industry has become. Is allegations, DEI, inclusivity that's not inclusive, all this garbage that has nothing to do with video games. Make the game and shut up. If not, get out. I would literally just not want somebody who's like that working under my employ. I would not want that. Do your job. That's all I got to say to these people. Do your job. If you think if you think there's some sort of legitimate unfairness going on, then voice your opinion. HR is there for a reason. But if it's something as dumb as just a mandatory return to the office thing, you have zero things to complain about. Nothing. If there's been no malpractice, if there's been no malicious intent by anybody, no undercutting, no bosses groping you or anything like that, nothing of that sort. The company is basically a clean slate, or squeaky clean, I should say. Then you have no reason to complain about a mandatory return to office. Sorry. Go back to work. This country's had enough of a break. The pandemic screwed everything up, and this is the result. We got lazy assholes. What happens when you walk out? Now everyone has to pick up your slack. Well, yeah. Like I said, we just experienced it. Now one of our guys who absolutely hates doing the dude who left doing his job has to do it, but he's doing it. He complains, sure, we all complain about something, but he's still doing it. He's manning up and just taking care of the job. I do think OND is the correct course of action. I agree. I mean, that's really, a lot of people are able to do it. Look at the guy who made Stardew Valley, or Bright Memory Infinite, or take your pick of any game that was made by a single developer. Like, they didn't complain. You know what they did? They probably had day jobs if they weren't lucky enough to land a Kickstarter or something like that. And then they went home and worked on things. Actually, Melanie Mack put out a good example. I'm trying to remember what it is, but like, she mentioned it was the Stardew Valley guy. He had a day job. He'd go to work, he'd come home, and then guess what? Work on his project, because it was his passion. It's what he wanted to do. It's what he just dreamed of doing. And now guess where he is? He's a full-time developer because he made so much money off that game. When the passion is there, when the drive is there, great things can happen, but you have to be the one to make them happen. All right, jeez. Oh my God. Here we go. That took a while. That took longer than 9 minutes. That's the thing. You have to make things happen in your own life. They don't just happen for you. That's what I'm sick about. People just like always talking about like, oh, this has just got to happen. Really? I don't think so. Well, that's unfortunate.
Hang on to something.
Okay, we're good. There we go. All right. Wow, that weapon. These weapons are sick. Look at this thing. Huh. You know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of Illidan's weapons. A little bit. That looks sick, man. I'm convinced that the Tri-Disaster ability, it just doesn't do that much damage. I really don't think it does. I know it's supposed to, like, its damage spread out over multiple enemies, but it just feels like there's just not a whole lot, you know? But oh. I'm like, are they trying to kill us? No, they're trying to help us. Be your own boss, make something you want to make, crunch on your own time, put in the effort, and it's good, then reap the rewards. Exactly. It's what everybody's doing. It's the chic thing to do, as the kids say. Oh my god, I shouldn't have done that. I knew it. I should have waited till he freaking, like... Alright, I got it just in time. No, not the Talos. They shouldn't even be targetable. I'm not going to cast him. No, leave it alone there. HR, also known as we investigate ourselves and found ourselves innocent. I will agree, because I've experienced it myself, that HR departments as of late have been very useless. Extremely useless. But you're right. Generally, they do try to just find themselves innocent of any wrongdoing because that's just the way they are. And it's sad, really. Oh, okay, so that's what that means. Okay. I was like, I don't know what that means. Now I do. Gotta get the hell out of this spot. Did I just hit 10k there? What up? Ooh, wow, I lucked out. Oh, maybe I didn't. No, I did. Oh, it's fine. You can just kind of chill right here. Oh, he splits himself. Oh, that's interesting. Didn't expect that. Whoa, oh boy. All right, well, again, not in the spot where I'm gonna get hit, so that's good. Dude, I've got most aggro. Nice. Well, okay, second to the tank, obviously. But that means I'm doing my job. But I don't like the fact that that just... Stop. Don't hit me. He's just gonna go right there. Whoa! Ow, bro. Damn. Jeez. I'll just pass on it. Eventually I'll get some good stuff. I do think returning to the office is whatever. I personally prefer it, and I don't think I'm as productive sitting on my PC. Agreed. That's why I like the job I have, because I get to go and hang out with people I enjoy, and I can concentrate more there if I do have work, because if I was home, the concentration would be out the freaking door. There's no doubt about it. I would literally be worse at my job. Now, granted, my job, there's no way I can do it from home. Not in a million years. I couldn't do my job from home. But the bottom line is that my production would be awful. There's too many distractions at home. And it'd be good to... I've been home. Okay, I've been unemployed 3 times, so I know what it's like to be at home 24/7 constantly. That's why I don't take time off from work, because I don't know what to do with myself unless I'm actually going somewhere, which I don't, or I haven't. Like going somewhere far away from here. But the trip with Jeremy to Boston last year was it. Like, I haven't been to Boston in I don't know how long, but that was just a weekend thing, so I didn't really need to take time off. But I just don't take time off ever because I don't know what to do with it. I use my time off in case of emergencies like medical and whatnot. I just don't do it for leisure. I do have a reason this year. I actually want to do kind of an experiment. I don't want to reveal it now, but there's a experiment that I want to try and obviously document it on video. Oh my god, we're getting help from literally everybody. Dude just keeps going though. So those first 2 pieces that we found, I actually could have used, but, well, the first piece, not really so much. Uh-oh. Of course. Yeah, I knew it. You little bastard. I got hit by Doom? I'm so dead. There we go. I don't know if she cleared me, but I'll take it. Do we just... Yeah, I guess we just run away until they die. Haha! I learned your trick, foul demon. Oh, here we go again. Oh, they're fatter. Are they gonna explode? Yeah, of course they are. Somehow I knew that. I see. So we probably should have, like, grouped them together far away from a spot or something, but... You know, we know it now. She's already half dead, so... May not need to worry about it a second time. Oh, now they're crawling. Okay. I'm probably going to get hurt and die, maybe? I don't know. Nope. We're good. Oops. Wrong. I didn't want to bring her in yet, but whatever. For God's sake. So they attack us anyway. There's no actually getting past these guys. I guess not. A home office is a little different. Now, on other topics, do you think you'll stick with Summoner going into Dawn Trail, or were you going to try one of the 2 new DPS? I think we'll just stick with the Summoner, given that I don't know if there's any major changes coming to the Summoner, but I mean, I've come this far, and just like with all the other classes, dude, you know me, I would love to go to Red Mage, to be honest, just because it seems like a lot of fun. Dude, the timing, are you serious? I just brought in Garuda because he was standing there, and I'm thinking, okay, we're just gonna stay right here, but just completely wasted my Garuda. If you were out aggroing the tank, that'd be either supremely impressive or they forgot tank stance. No, I wasn't saying out aggro. I shouldn't have said out aggro him. I have the most aggro compared to the rest of them, except for the tank, obviously. I did say except for the tank. I was just doing the most damage, and the only way I know that is because I had the second most aggro. Yeah, I don't know if I need these. I'm dead serious. Like, I'm not sure if I need anything from this. I could probably use it. I just can't compare the gear to what I'm wearing. I wish I could. Well, maybe I can, but on the fly, there's only so much time. I'm halfway up to actually grabbing aggro from the tank. Holy crap. Damn, that was close, actually. What the... Can I... Thank you. I grabbed some aggro a little bit there. Oh my god, it's almost gonna happen again. Ooh, man. I was making that tank work for it. Weird how there really isn't a necromancer class. Yeah, actually, that's a good point. There really isn't. Alright, that's enough. You think they would have come up with one by now. Those crawlers, I think, are just make sure they don't hit the party. Oh, I got you. Okay. Fair enough. The trial is next. Will you be staying up for that? I don't think so. We'll make that its own thing. It's just, it's crazy with each quest in this game. It seems like each one is like at least an hour or two in its own way, in its own right, which is nuts. I mean, that's probably has to do with a lot of the dialogue and, you know, the cutscenes and stuff like that. That's probably why it takes longer, or is taking longer, because, well... Ow, dude, was I being targeted? Dude, I am... After all that, I'm 4th still in damage. Now I'm 3rd. But that's insane. That's whoever's doing that damage, they're insane. I'm casting everything I can here. Oh my god, he made a hole. He's too far away now. Ow. We have to come together. Guys, why was I the only one who actually saw what we were supposed to do? I tried to get to one of my teammates there, but... Nope, wrong one, Adam. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, I'm an idiot. I just noticed them at the very last second. Okay, that time I didn't freaking notice. Oh, he's gonna make another hole. Ah. So, we take a little bit of damage while we're down here. Oh, that's bad. Ow. Now we come together. Oh, what the... I guess we don't come together? That's what that means. Or is it because it's on everybody? Is it because it's on everybody that we stay separate? I'm really confused. I see. Yeah, we're supposed to be separated. That makes no sense. Then that indicator needs to not be that. Yeah, like that's not usually the indicator that says, hey, you guys need to stay apart. It's the giant circle and the little spear over your head. That's what means stay apart to me. That's not right. That's kind of screwed up. See, now everybody has to go to him because it's only on one. That doesn't make any sense to me, bro. Well, luckily for them, I learned from my mistakes, but that just doesn't make any sense to me. Oh my god, he literally just barely got that off on me. Damn, I was hoping to claw back some damage. Oh well. I wasted Gerudo as Summoner Storm. Yeah. Reapers, I don't know how they rank on the damage chart, but they are so easy that they can afford to pump out damage. Yeah, but he wasn't really pumping out damage during, like, the last couple major fights or even, like, group fights. But probably, well, no, because I'm sure they've got AoE abilities as well. Yeah, I don't know. That was just that one... That one really, like, that one marker really didn't make sense to me. I had it in the back of my head. I'm like, wait a second. It's on all of us, so maybe we should stay apart. But it's like, that's not what I'm used to.
I think that's the last of them.
Apparently even they have limits. Nevertheless, we should remain vigilant.
Urianger, something occurred to me while we were fighting. These enemies.
Are heroes hailing from other shards, summoned hither to deliver this world from its doom. Scant moments after the star shower did they appear, as yet more souls were inspired to walk the hero's path, no doubt. Thus did hopes for salvation of realms near and far resonate and converge, lending still greater strength unto our adversary.
So that's Elidibus's game. But first things first. If the rings are the same as the Exarchs, then we need to ask him how that's possible.
The Crystarium is close. Let us press on.
They come.
So near and yet so far.
In the chaos of conflict, one can always find an opening to exploit.
Whoever taught you that is a wise man indeed, and good with a gunblade. But yes, I dare say we can create an opening wide enough for at least one of us to slip through. That being you, of course. Though others are welcome to follow in your wake. Reen and I will keep our guests occupied.
Brave and selfless as ever. Yet the two of you may struggle to fool our foes, etherically sensitive as they are. Had you a comrade who could use destructive magics to wreak havoc upon the ambient ether, on the other hand?
Very well. I too shall assist in the diversionary effort.
Oh, not this old dance again. Yes, obviously I'll stay and fight. Alphino, I'm about to do a great many stupid and reckless things. Watch my back, would you?
And there you have it. Take care of yourself, my friend.
Shocker. Make it a nice big opening, eh?
We'll do our best.
Finished? Then let's begin.
'Tis done.
Oh, let me see, let me see! Oh, yes! Your memories are preserved safely within. We've done it at last!
I have inspected the other vessels. They are all ready to receive of our friends' memories.
Oh, excellent! Excellent! I shall have my familiars bear word to them at once!
Elidibus.
It was not until I observed the battle between Emet-Selch and the Warrior of Darkness that I realized what I must do. I will summon heroes from other worlds unto the first, just as you did. Their presence shall serve to empower me, granting me the strength to crush my enemy.
Though it pains me to disappoint you, I feel compelled to explain that the magic in question requires no small amount of preparation.
But you assume I require my champions to be summoned in their entirety. I do not. Their souls needn't even be whole. My purpose requires no more than their burning desire to vanquish evil. This I shall sear upon the ether, raising thereby an army of phantom heroes to whom I shall whisper, as I have to so many over the ages. Here lies darkness. It must be destroyed.
And you expect me to cooperate?
I do not require your cooperation. Your death will suffice. The magic I shall have from your corpse. Go, Lucas! We must flee! But what is this?
My friend, how did you... No matter, Elidibus. He took us unawares.
It was all we could do. To raise a war to hinder his steps. And so we fled. But he took it. The vessel with the Exarch's memories. Forgive me. Forgive me.
The vessel bears not only my memories, but my blood. The blood of Allegan royalty, granting him the means to control the tower. With it, he has performed I know not how many summonings, calling forth heroes from across the rift. And, as you can see, the burden upon the tower is beginning to tell.
Leave him to me.
No, I won't let you go alone. Not this time. Elidibus has exploited the people's nobility, twisted their purest intentions for terrible ends. And I cannot let it stand. As Exarch, it is my duty to protect them, to defend their hopes and dreams. So I am going to the Crystal Tower, with or without your blessing. Though, I would rather it were with. Thank you.
I joined you, but I would only be a burden. Better that I remain here with my gremlins.
I shall send help. Stay strong, my friend, and take heart. By binding Elidibus within the tower, we have done more than simply delay him. Much like our adversary, I am not wont to show my hand prematurely, but the time has come to bring my strongest card to bear. To the tower!
Okay. I guess we'll just talk to him while we're here. With your permission, I would make a brief stop at a sensor gate, just long enough to send the guard to Becklug's aid, you understand. Were it not for them, we would have never escaped Elidibus, much less with the spirit vessels. Though mine fell into our foes' clutches, Becklug gathered up the rest at great risk to themselves. Is Becklug not a female? Dude, don't tell me this has like some weird modern garbage in it, right? Or does her race just not have genders? Is that why he said that? Becklug is a dog, technically? Well, first of all, that is one badass dog. I don't know what the hell she did, what kind of powers she has, but I'm gonna say she because it sounds like a woman anyway. But good lord, summoning that thing and then turning into whatever the heck she was, that was crazy. I must see that they are safe before we press on. Enough good people have given their lives that I might fulfill my duty. Yeah, it's a dog, but like even dogs have genders, you know? Like I don't know. It's literally the only time that has happened, so I'm not too worried about it, I guess. but themselves works in the situation. They did a good job. Yeah, well, I mean, that's why I'm like, I'm not too worried about it, because I don't think it has much to do with that. It's just surprising. That's all. But I think I'm gonna stop it there, just because, well, this is leading up to unlocking the trial, which we will do next Friday. So, this was quite the action-packed couple of quests. This is the longest patch in the entire set. And it seems as though it's going to take a few playthroughs or a few streams to get it done. Next week, depending on how long each quest is in the last bit of the patch, we might just stretch it out next week and finish them all. And just finish it next week, but you know, we'll see. So we're gonna have to wait one more week to get to the trial that you've been waiting for, so sorry, but I am tired. But that's gonna do it for me tonight, guys. Thank you so much for joining me, and please join me again on Monday, where I think you guys are gonna like the game that I've chosen. It's a short one, but it's a good one from what I hear, and it looked fun to me. So hopefully you guys will be like, you know, we'll enjoy it as well. And whether or not it's got a good story, we'll have a good time anyway. I think it'll have a decent story, at least, you know, for something short. But until then, I'm Adam Wolf. This is Final Fantasy XIV, and I'll see you guys later.